Add myself. There we go. All right, all right. Happy Thursday, everybody. We are flying through this week. Can't believe it's already Thursday, and what a fun week we're having as well is what I would say. Whenever we have these wild weeks where there's a ton of news, right? We're headed into the election. We've got drug news. We've got stimulus talks on the table. With us being news junkies over here at Benzinga, these are always the fun weeks for us. So. It's been a fun week. The week has moved quickly. We've gotten some volatility. We've got a competition going on amongst the chat. So I don't know. It's been, in my opinion, a good week. Let's just take a look at SPY here real quick. So pulling up my trusty Benzinga Pro, and we're a little bit higher. We had a bloodbath, of course, going into the week. Or let's check this out. This is the last 5 days right now. It looks like we're snapping a little bit of a losing streak, but it's been a hell of a whipsaw today. We were down early pre-market. We went positive. We went negative. We're positive a little bit again. So we're moving all over the place. And while we're waiting for folks to hop into the stream today, I'm just going to go over a couple of the big news headlines. We had a whole ton of drug news today. So I just got my trusty note. About overstock. We're going to get to that one and a couple of other of the big names in a second here from our competition. But just going over the news of the day. So Regeneron, Eli Lilly, Novavax, and Moderna all out with news today. Those are all the big drug plays. They're all the big COVID drug plays. So we've got that going on. We've got U.S. GDP that came out today. Let's take a quick look at that number. I'm going to pull up my calendar. I'm going to look at the economics calendar here in Benzinga Pro. I'm looking for some US. Okay. We've got GDP growth is. Wow, we had a lot of econ data today. All right, so it's going to take me a second to find that one. Oh, there we go. Okay, so we got GDP up at 33 versus a consensus of 31. Jobless claims. So this is the number of people seeking unemployment. That's at 787 versus 811 in the previous week. So that's an indication that more people are employed now. That the non-farm payroll number is the better number, but we only get that once a month, whereas we get jobless claims every week. So it gives us a little bit of guidance there. But that's basically what we've got going on today. The other thing that I'll highlight again, while we're waiting for some folks to hop into the stream, here is some earnings. We've got a whole bunch of earnings coming after the close today. So I'm going to sort my earnings calendar by estimate here. All right, check this out. So today, after the close, we have Amazon and Apple. We have Google. We have Comcast. We have Facebook. Some other high flyers out there. Kraft Heinz, Nokia, Starbucks, Twitter is today. Let's see, Stryker, Kellogg. Shout out to Michigan companies. By the way, guys, we're based out of Detroit, Michigan. So if you're ever in the area, make sure you come by to say hi. And give me 1 second, guys. I gotta add Jason into the stream here. Alrighty. But all right, hopping back to earnings. I'm just gonna keep scrolling down the list a little bit. Let's see. We got Keurig Dr. Pepper. That's one that somebody still trades. It used to be one of the super hot names in Activision Blizzard. So again, highlighting all the earnings that we have coming out after the close. Amazon, Apple, Google, Comcast, Facebook, Twitter, Nokia, Starbucks, going to keep us busy. And I'll throw out the first question of the chat. If you are trading any of these names into the close, or you're going to be trading them around the earnings report coming out, drop the ticker into the chat and give us an indication if you think that the stock is going to go up or down after earnings. So again, Amazon, Apple, Google, Facebook, Comcast, Twitter, Nokia, and Starbucks. If you're trading any of those, throw us the ticker you're trading and what the indication you have is. So give us some sort of a signal. Alrighty, and I'm going to pull up. This is something I don't think I've done before on here, but I'm pulling up the trading account because we've got 2 wins here. So this is my live account that I have here up on the screen, my interactive brokers account. I look at these top 2 names that we have here. We've got Moderna and we've got Voyager Digital, and the reason why I want to call those out is because Moderna, #1 gainer that I hold today. That was my stock pick on Monday. Every day we're doing a power pick. Moderna was the name I called out. If you don't know it, you should by now. It's a vaccine play. They're the ones that seem to be winning the race to give us a COVID vaccine. And basically the thesis that I led with was that into the final week before the election, I bet that there's going to be some vaccine news, either organic or we're going to get the Trump presidency putting out some positive commentary, looking to get some good momentum headed into the election next week. And look at that, we got a very nice vaccine pop there on Moderna. I'm going to be closing half of the position today. I started easing in. I mean, I've got the position size here, so I picked up 25 shares there. So I'll take a little bit off the table and let a little bit more. Keep running with the momentum. And then the other one, even cooler, Voyager Digital. If anybody tuned in on last Friday, we actually had the CEO of this company on the show here with us. And we got to learn about their offering, what they are. It's a crypto trading and crypto investing platform. It's publicly traded both in Canada and on the OTC markets. So take a look at Voyager. The CEO gave us a preview that we were getting earnings today. We didn't get any indication either way, as to whether the earnings were going to be positive or negative. But we did know that earnings was coming out. And look at that, we got a nice little pop there on Voyager. Going to take a scroll through and take a look at some of the other names that I have here in the portfolio that we've talked about on the show over the past couple of weeks. Palantir is another one that I'm holding and like. The thesis being that they've got 2 things going for them. They're opening up where they do business outside of just governments and also bringing the private sector into play. So that should give them a lot of room to run on the revenue side of things. No reason to believe that government contracts are going to slow down either. So that's why I like that name. The downside here on Palantir is that it is an expensive stock. The multiples are high. So you are buying an expensive stock there. Going to keep running through them and see if there's anything else interesting. Box, that was another name we talked about on the show, and I picked up this week. The idea with Box basically being the stock is super cheap, right? Let me go back and flip back to the notes that I have here. So we've got Box is trading at, Jesus Christ, I take a lot of notes. All right, so Box is trading at 3.5 times sales. And to put that in comparison, Zoom is trading at 100 times sales. Slack, the ticker is work. Whiskey Oscar Romeo Kilo is trading at 20 times sales. DocuSign, that's Delta Oscar Charlie Ukulele, is trading at 35 times sales. So you've got this stock is only at 3.5x, and I view it as a COVID play. If we're talking about the changing landscape, the work from home, I only see box being further adopted, and I think that anybody who's getting shares right now is getting shares at a discount. All right, and let's me take a look over here at the chat. So Bill Gardner is talking about Voyager Digital. That's one that I just had up that I own. Let's take a look at that one. And basically what Bill's saying is that it's a way to hold crypto without actually being exposed to crypto, and that's exactly how I think about it. We're getting a lot of crypto upside, or especially in Bitcoin has been dominating the headlines. I mean, the thing went from $12,000 a coin to 13,500 very, very quickly. So that was a relatively easy play into Voyager's earnings, right? Basically, the thesis that I had buying it into earnings was that we saw this wave of headlines dominating crypto. We saw explosion in the price of crypto. So that should result in a good quarter. What surprised me about it is that the stock hadn't reacted while Bitcoin was moving up, or hadn't really reacted in a very material way. And so that was my cue into picking up Voyager. Whenever there's some obvious catalyst and the stock responds as you would expect it to, there's probably it's probably okay to think that the jig is up, right? The cat is out of the bag. But again, this one, the stock really hadn't moved given the interest in crypto, the rise in the price of Bitcoin. So that was the thesis there. And I see we got Jason here with us now.
Yeah, can you hear me?
I can hear you. I can see you.
I don't know if you wanted me in. You were on a roll, dude.
I was just going, baby.
You're going. So
stock ideas. We talked about Moderna's up today. We've got Voyager's up today. And then we went over Palantir and Box. Those are my last 4 ideas that I put out there.
I hear you. So I'm gonna do a little countdown to me coming on today because I have a couple stock picks. Here we go. But just 1 second, Luke. Take it. All right, you guys hear that? Are you back?
I heard it.
We're back. All right, we're back and back.
It was a nice song. It was a nice countdown, and we're getting picks now.
We're getting picks, but we need some smashing the like button. We need some smash.
All right, yeah. I just threw out 4 ideas. If I can't get 10 likes for 4 ideas, I mean, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, exactly.
And I didn't just throw them out. I showed you guys them in my portfolio too, and not just talking about these are the stocks I'm buying and trading.
Yeah, exactly. And you showed your portfolio and your Voyager before earnings. What a brilliant play by you! What a brilliant play. I know you've owned it, but what a brilliant that's to me that's a power pick. I mean, that is a power pick. But playing that, the stock hasn't moved yet. It's just sitting there and. And a lot of these things I heard you say, Luke, and before I go to my picks, I heard you say that you didn't see the move in the stock yet. You didn't see it move and whatever, so you weren't sure. And not everyone is going to remember to buy these stocks or pay attention to everything. Millions of people had the opportunity to buy Peloton at 26, 31 when everyone knew that you couldn't go to the gym. But why didn't they buy it? There's multiple reasons. 1 is they thought it was overvalued. 2, they thought it was a fad. 3, they didn't know about it. They didn't think about it. So not everyone's always thinking about it. That's why this community is so important to find ideas. And that's where you're not going to always have the right idea. And so it's really, really, really important that you pay attention to that. And sometimes your trade could be wrong, right? Like I have that with GAN where I'm evaluating, okay, is this wrong? Is this going to come around? Is with the gambling sector? Like I think there's going to be some acquisitions and, so you sometimes have to reevaluate. But on my Peloton, I was down for a while. On my Slack, I was down for a while, but then it turned around and then it was a big winner. It's the same thing on your Voyager. It kind of stood still. Earnings come out and it's a big win for you today.
Boom.
So
we get a move.
We get a move. We get a move. And so I know in the chat before I go to bed, someone mentioned Nano, like 150 million, $140 million market cap, NNDM, Nancy, Dog, Mary.
November, Delta Mike.
Yeah.
I learned my phonetic alphabet from the Benzinga Pro Squawk for years.
Yeah. Well, the thing that I didn't, they said that Kathy, Kathy bought it from ARK Invest. So,
oh, really?
Okay. Yeah. Catherine Woods, who's coming on the show soon. And so anyways, that's that. Oh, Intel just acquired a scale AI productivity company, but let's go to the stocks. So right now, today, I'm looking at what I got here, and Curaleaf again, and along with other cannabis are bouncing. My buy on the Curaleaf price paid was around 780. We're at 898. Again, this is on the Democrats winning and cannabis becoming more, legal or what have you in a lot more states. So CURLF, that is moving 5% today. Lithium, LTHM, LT, Lisa, Tom, Henry, Mary. I am still playing. I bought it originally at 12. Again, here's another example. I bought lithium at $12, $14, Luke, and then I bought it all the way down to $3. And my average cost is $5 a share.
So you weren't buying it in size then? Were you averaging in the whole way?
At first, I bought a decent amount the first time, and then I'm like, I still believe in the story, and so then I bought it in bigger size. So I eventually owned a lot of it. So, but when I buy a stock, Luke, unless it's a day trade, and I know we're talking about day trades today, unless it's a day trade, I try to buy 3 increments. And I bought lithium in like 6 increments because I was getting killed. And then my average buy now is 4. Go ahead.
So I was gonna say. So let me ask you this. So if I understand the buying the 3 increments on the way down, but what about on the way up, right? Or directionally, you're correct. Do you keep buying it on the way up? So you buy your first third of the total position. The stock moves with you. Do you keep adding with it to play into that momentum? Do you let it ride, or how do you handle that?
The right move is to buy, in my opinion, as it's going up. If you're a blackjack player, I like playing by, we call them daddy rules. So when I was in high school, play blackjack the right way. If you have a 16 against a 10, you hit the daddy rules, like play by the basic rules that gives you the best odds. In the stock market, it makes sense. When I bought Tesla originally at $38, which pre-split was like 18, but I should have been buying a lot more on the way up. I kept it, but I didn't buy a lot more like I should have. And what that was me not playing the blackjack rules. And what I mean by that is I loved seeing my percentage gain. So if I wanted to be a hedge fund manager, I can go to whoever and say, look, I'm up 350% or 450% over the last 3 years. And so I didn't buy up as the stocks because I like to show off to you, Luke. Here's, I'm up this much percentage. And because we don't show dollar amounts because you don't want to like, oh, it's too little, it's too high. And so the right move, and I'm going back to the blackjack, is if you really believe in the story, and now the public, Joe Public is catching along, you buy as it goes up. I was in my past dumb and not doing that, and I wasn't. So now I do. Am I buying more lithium right now? No, because I'm already I have 20 calls on this or 50 calls on this actually. Am I buying on the way up there? No. An interesting one is Upwork. It's down again today, 11 cents. We got earnings next week. UPWK.
Here, Jason, take off the image so we can pull some of these up.
Take off the image. Well, you got to tell me I got image still on. Oh, I got the power pick still on.
You got the power pick, which I do love that. All right, if you guys like that power pick image, throw me a 1. I made that. I was very proud of myself. I like the muscular Einstein.
Oh, okay. And one of our Chris Kaji, who writes for Benzinga, and you guys hopefully will see more on the Train Ideas page. If you go to benzinga.com, hit ideas, Chris' content should be appearing there daily. Chris did say that and confirmed that ARK does own a small stake of NNDM, 0.77% of the portfolio. Chris,
so that's weird that it didn't move the stock though.
Is that a new position? Because Chris, maybe you can Mike, you're right. 419 is the low. Here, on lithium. I'll give you my orders. I know I said 3 something, but here, I'll even pull up I'll share my screen. So I was guesstimating because I was shocked that my my dollar cost was down to 5 because I bought it so high up. So I was guesstimating, and then I looked and I didn't see it was 3 there. But yes, I love it. You're double checking my things. So yeah, when did that happen with Kathy Wood on
Here, I mean,
NDM? I could text Kathy and ask her if you want me to get some more color on it right now.
Yeah, or if anybody knows, drop it in the chat. All right, look at that. I get some ones for my power pick graphic.
Oh, you do?
That was a midnight special. But one of those projects you just work on when you're tired and you want to do something other than go to sleep.
All right, so I want to show.
And Chris Catchy's saying it was a month ago. It looks like Art got involved. All right, so we'll have to check in on that one and come back tomorrow with some definitive news.
Okay, yeah, because I mean, and Chris, maybe it's something to look at further. All right, so on my LTHM, bought it originally at $12.09. I doubled the position at $8.11. Then I bought 25% of the position more.
And this is a 1-year chart we have up on the screen.
At $5.50. And then $5.85, $5.30, $4.77. And then my last buy was 6.8. Those are my buys. That's not including my calls. So that's how it came down to that price. But I started at 12. And then I bought again at 8, and it just kept going sideways. So it's hard when you see the red and you're like, okay, what am I missing here? But I was like, listen, my belief, and by the way, I used to own LIT. I think that's the ETF. Pull it up on the Benzinga Pro, please. LIT.
Yep. Lithium and battery. Wow. What a tear on this one.
Hold on. Will you give me a 2-year?
Yep. There's 1 year. This is the 2-year now.
I'm not just day trading. So what's a 2-year? So yeah, I bought LIT. What's the price at now? I can't see. So I bought LIT at like 34, 36. I got out of it though, and I put more into lithium. It wasn't moving that way. So that's what it is. So there you go. Now let's go back to where was that on that thing? I wanted to give the person on my lithium trade. So I was talking Upwork, and you said take off the image, and that's when we got sidetracked. So can you go back to an Upwork chart, and then we give me a Fiverr as well?
Yep. All right. So here's Upwork. This is 2 years. What do you want?
No, that's good. So you see that, like, so I was all over Upwork, and now Fiverr.
Let me give some more context. So each candle here is a week.
Okay. Each candle's a week. All right. So each candle's a week, and we have earnings on Upwork. What, next week?
6 days. Next Wednesday.
Okay. I put the full screen on for the chart stuff, so feel free to pick your nose, Luke. I know that's what you like to do.
That's great.
Yeah. So thank you, John Derek, for the Facebook like. If you guys are in the thing, random prizes, keep hitting that like button. That's how the YouTube algorithms find us. Really appreciate it. So this is the Upwork chart. Will you now take me onto the Fiverr chart?
Yeah, let's do that one. FI. God.
It'll autofill. Benzinga
FVRR. There we go.
Benzinga Pro is good like that. Okay, so look at the. Give me a 5-day. Are we on a 5-day, sir?
This is a 2-year. We'll zoom way in on that. Here's 5 days.
Okay, here exact science. We're gonna cover exact sciences shortly. That's a big one. I also maybe want to have someone to call in for that one. Exact science. Okay, so you saw the Fiverr. It ran up and then dropped and dropping a little bit today. I don't know if there was a downgrade on it today. What was the?
Let's take a look. I mean, we are seeing let's see. I don't see a ton of news on it. I mean, the news out is good. So we got a lot of analyst news. So, and for anybody who doesn't know how these analyst ratings work is basically you've got these sell side shops that have big trading operations, and they publish institutional research in an effort to obtain hedge fund clients. It's basically the way for these banks to show off, hey, here's how smart we are about the market. We want to get some more hedge fund clients, so we're going to go ahead and publish this research. So we had a lot of action out on Fiverr today. So we've got Needham maintaining a buy, raising the price target. Bank of America maintains buy, raises price target. MKM staying neutral, raises price target. And UBS staying neutral and raises price target. So a lot of action out on Fiverr.
Yep. And so I believe in the long-term
And
trend.
so here's what it is we had earnings yesterday. So that's what triggered the analysts to go and update their ratings. Every time that you see earnings come out, you're going to see a wave of analyst action the next day, which a lot of times can serve as another catalyst. But sorry, keep going.
No, and so I believe in the long-term trading of the long-term holding of this position. So and I've been building a position over the last few months, and I'm staying with it right now.
All right.
I'm just staying with it, and I trade around, guys. You guys know I sold some Upwork, bought some Upwork, but this is a play that I'm making. All right.
And
because
and Jason, were you listening when I went through the all the earnings that we have today?
No.
I did it at the beginning while we're waiting for people to trickle in. All right, check this out. This is the biggest earnings day of the quarter. So let's look at this. So today, after the close, we have Amazon, Apple, Google, Facebook, and Starbucks and Twitter, all out today.
Wow.
And so what I'll throw over to the chat. If you're buying into these, you're selling any of these into earnings, throw it in there. Because the whole idea of the show is we want to get trade ideas going, tons of ideas, not just from us. So throw them in the chat.
Okay, and then I'm switching. Hold on. Here we go. Okay. Okay, look at so buy SLV. That's one. Chris likes RAVN. Do you know RAVN?
I don't know that stock. Let's take a look at it. RAVN. Raven Industries. Let's look at what they do real quick. So it is a diversified tech stock.
I need a different monitor in here. I'm really not liking this monitor.
You have the curved screen. Those are supposed to be cool.
Screen, but it's everything's too big. It's like I'm blind. It's like I can't put anything on the dang screen. It's making my life very difficult. First world problem, I know. Okay, so what do they do? What do they do?
I didn't get a ton out of this. Diversified technical company providing serving customers in industrial, agricultural, energy, construction, and defense markets. So it doesn't really give me enough to say here's what they do.
Okay, I mean, in the chat, that's what Chris was saying. The project Loon Floating Balloons, the power of the internet. Chris likes these speculative things. Chris, maybe that's more for a Benzinga article. Put it on Benzinga. Give us some ideas. Chris, drop us a link to the trade ideas page where we can see your stuff. Okay, I'm trying to get the surprise guest on right now.
All right, while you're doing that, does it make sense for us to go to our chat challenge?
Not yet.
Not yet, you said?
Not yet. Not yet.
Oh, come on. I already put up the banner. All right, I'll take it down.
Take it down, please. Not yet. We got a couple more.
All right, it's gone.
They want more picks right now, Luke. You're going too quick, you know?
All right, so then let me do my hot take of the day. Here's my opinion on heading into election. I think that regardless of who wins the presidency or if it's contested, I think the market sells the next day, and that's a buying opportunity. I think that's something that we've seen over and over again is the market sells. It gives an opportunity to buy in. And so I've done this one before. I think I did it at the beginning of this week, but we'll do it again. My trade for that to win on that trade is Virtu Financial. It's ticker VIRT. That's Victor India Romeo Tango. What Virtu is they're a market maker, right? They're just doing tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of trades all day, every day. I mean, more trades than anybody can imagine. And so if there's volatility and there's volume surrounding the election, which there will be, that's a given. That's good for Virtu, right? Spreads are going to widen. There's going to be more volume for them to trade on. So that's my trade into the election. And what I'm going to be looking for is when the market sells or the future sells on election night into the next day, I'm going to be using that as buying opportunity. I'm going to look for stocks that are good companies that are hammered hard, right? So if we see an Apple, we see a Google hit hard on that, maybe some rotation out of tech. Those are the names I'm going to be looking to pick up.
Got it. Okay.
How's that for another pick?
No, I like it. I like it. You've liked that for a bit. I mean, and
Because the thesis hasn't changed. The thesis is we're going to have crazy volatility right now as we're figuring out the presidency, we're figuring out stimulus, we're figuring out whether or not we're going to get a vaccine, we're figuring out if Europe or the U.S. is going to close back down, and on the heels of that volatility, Virtu should be a winner, and so that's why I own that one, and I own it in decent size.
So my question.
Uh-oh, Jason, I lost you.
You lost me?
Yep. Okay, there you go. You're back.
My question to you on that, Luke, are you as confident on that trade as you were on New York Times? Because you were the money man on that. I mean, money man.
I mean, New York Times was a special situation, and I'll recap that one. I don't think we've done that story on this show yet. But basically, here was what happened on New York Times, and I had a really good insight into the company. When the country shut down and everybody went to work from home, our traffic on Benzinga.com tripled.
Benzinga.com, yeah.
Benzinga, yeah, that's a subsidiary site.
Right. Okay, cool.
but our traffic on Benzinga.com tripled over the course of a month. I mean that's fast, right? We have a good year if our audience on Benzinga doubled over the course of the year. Within a month, it tripled. And I talked to a ton of other media companies from a lot of the relationships that I have, and everybody was seeing the same thing. I mean, everybody's at home all day, pretending to work from home, reading internet articles. I mean, traffic lit up. And NYT didn't move, and in fact, the stock moved down, but with the whole market sell-off. And that's why I was so convicted there, is I knew they're going to have a blowout quarter for internet traffic. The number to watch in their earnings report are online subscribers, digital subscribers, and they blew that number away. So that's where the pick was on NYT. I mean, I don't think I can get a ton more convicted on any trade than I was on that one. And again, it's because I've got a really acute understanding of the industry. But Virtu is a high conviction pick.
Got it. Okay. All right. So I may make a position in this one. Does anyone else have any opinions on it? Does anyone follow it? And we have a stock that we're going to review in a second, the one I gave 2 days ago. But I mean, I wonder if anyone else is liking that one. And like that's Which one do you got next? Because I have one after that I want to do.
Go for yours.
Oh, you're screwing me up. I was working on something. Okay, I'll go.
Well, then I want to do my chat challenge. I've been waiting like 10 minutes now.
No, you can't do it yet. So then I'm gonna go.
We do have to hop off at 1 today, Jason.
I'm gonna go to Overstock.
Okay, OSTK. Let's pull it up. And this is one you were buying on crypto upside, correct?
Yes. So Overstock had a nice bounce this morning on the news. So if you look at the chart, like I see it's down now, but
yep, and just looking at that news, they had earnings out 50 cents versus 23 loss. Holy crap, they smoked sales. Sorry, the company had sales 731 million versus a 580 million estimate. That is a blowout quarter.
Yep, exactly. So. And I sold most of it this morning. I kept a little bit, but it was a winner. I mean, it was a little bit of a winner. Not big. It was a small thing. Now you said we have to go at 1 today.
We do have to go at 1. Sorry.
Oh shoot! What's at 1? I gotta look.
We have our product planning, our development one.
Oh yeah, I want to join that today. I gotta get my notes out. But someone yesterday. Okay, so give me one now. You go.
My turn to do another pick. Oh Jesus. Yeah. All right, so I already did Box, I already did Virtu, I already did Voyager. Let's see. I'm sort of picked out, man. All right, fine. I'll give you one. Here's one that's not mine. I don't own it yet, but it's one that I got from somebody who's very smart in the market, especially on the option side of things. Benzinga's options editor, actually, Nick Shaheen. And so here's the play that he's making. He's going long Uber with calls. The ticker is exactly like it sounds. I've got the trade written up here. So he is buying the March $40 calls or selling the March $40 puts. So he's going along the stock either by buying the 2021 March 40. So you're making money when the stock goes over $40, or you're selling the March $40 puts. And so here's his philosophy on things. Is he thinks that the market is, this is one he put out yesterday, he thinks that any dip opportunity is an opportunity to buy. And then for Uber specifically, so he went in that one when the market was down, and for Uber specifically, he says that the stock was hammered by COVID. He sees this as a company that wants to be like the next Amazon, right? They want to be in everything. They're not just the car company. They're the future of tech. And so he likes this one to buy on days where the market is down, and he did that with options. He also pointed out there's some nice support built in. So if you can see where my mouse is hovering, we've got some nice support built in there on the name. So there's his pick. If we break below that $33 support line, that's when he's worried and looking to close the trade. So how's that for another one?
I like
it's not mine, but sharing an idea from another smart person in the space.
That was good. No, that was because you thoroughly explained it, and that's what's needed. People leave out the numbers, the price. They say I bought options, but they don't say how you bought them. Yep. Bill Big D, I sold yesterday two of the calls. I still have enough. They're long, so I'm just keeping them a little bit longer. I probably should have sold them the first day when you told me that the biggest volatility is the day of the acquisition. You were right, man. Bill Big D. Next time I'm going to listen to you, and I should have sold it that same day. But I was hoping another bid would come in. I guess, as they say, when pigs get slaughtered. Oh yeah, sorry. Bill Big D asked me about Dunkin' Donuts. I bought that because Charlie and I thought there's a new trend happening, so I bought Dunkin' Donuts, and I sold a couple of the calls yesterday. And it's still rising. Okay, no, but it's below what I had.
No, sorry, this is a 1-year chart. So we look at the last 2 days. I think we're down. Down a little bit, a couple percent.
I got it exactly, and Bill was saying sell it the day that the thing came out. So you got to give Bill credit where it's due. Well, I did buy it way under, so I guess that was good too. I just want to do one little thing, Luke. I know you said we have to go soon. We were talking about Express Spa trade, and we couldn't show it, but our producer has added that in, and I'm going to show it. It's just a 30-second clip, guys. I think you'll enjoy it. Turn on your audio. And
what I'll say is
lead into it, Luke.
Yeah, so I'm biased, right? So let me step back for myself and remove my bias a little bit. I do think this is one of the craziest effing videos that I've ever seen. One of the craziest live clips that I think I've ever seen, and that's removing my Benzinga bias from it. Okay. So all right, let's see it, Jason.
All right, and then right after that, we're going to do your contest. We have 4 more minutes, okay? So if you want to be in the chat trivia contest, it's 4 more minutes, and then you'll be entered in to win the big money and T-shirts and money, okay? Here we go.
All right, let's see it.
Take a look.
Penny stock.
Well, it is now, but yeah.
You bought it, right?
No. I bought it yesterday. I bought it at 51 cents yesterday. You know the airports where they have the massage thing?
It's a contrarian play, I think.
Hey, Jason, I think we lost the audio on that.
COVID-19. They might be doing tests.
And I can't hear you either.
Temperature tests, but I have a feeling Express Spa hired a new chief medical officer. How far of a reach would it be?
Can't hear you still, Jason. Unfortunately.
Let
me see.
It's taken off.
I'm here.
Okay,
there we go. All right, we lost the audio on the video clip.
Oh my God!
Move it.
There's an actual headline. That
all right.
Just said.
I'll stop it then.
Yeah, I'm kind of in shock here right now. So Express Spa.
Oh my God.
All right, so you guys couldn't hear the audio. All right.
Well, we heard it for a couple seconds, and then it disappeared.
Bill Gardner says you could hear the video.
Did you guys lose it? I heard it for 5-10 seconds, and then I lost it.
They could hear the video, Luke. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm going back to it. Dang, Lukey.
All right, it's just me, maybe.
Yep. PA. Take a look.
Penny stock.
Well, it is now, but yeah.
You bought it, right?
No. I bought it yesterday. I bought it at 51 cents yesterday. You know the airports where they have the massage thing?
It's a contrarian play, I think.
He's waiting for the airports to reopen.
COVID-19. They might be doing tests at airports for like temperature tests, but I have a feeling Express Spa hired a new chief medical officer. How far of a reach would it be? Could they do the antibody test if it's so easy? Could they start having those at their spas?
It's taken off. Okay, XSPA just blasted off here, Jason, right now. I was
oh my God.
This. There's an actual headline that just broke saying exactly what Jason just said.
Really?
Yeah, I'm kind of in shock here right now. So Express Bond.
Oh my God. Oh my God, Jason.
What? With JF, a fantastic call.
All right. So that is me making a call of Express Spa and saying I bought it because the thing, and then 8 minutes later, a press release comes out and it moves up 100%.
Yeah, that was the crazy. Like I said, that is one of the craziest live clips I think I've ever seen.
And if you
it's the best live pick of all time. There's no way there's a better live pick. I mean, 100% return in 4 minutes.
And if you go and watch the YouTube version of it, the longer version, it's even more hilarious. That was like a couple clips, and it was what a day. I got so many people messaging me. I mean, it has 1 million views. You had inside info, has some integrity. And I just wrote back. It's like when you say someone who's like, I don't know, built or strong, they take steroids and they don't. It's like a compliment. I'm like, if you think I had inside info, then thank you for the compliment. If I had inside info, yeah, not only would I not trade it, I wouldn't publicly go on the air about it. I mean, it's just so funny. I had like long messages of people write me on LinkedIn, and so it's exactly. And you can follow me on Twitter here. And then we have the contest now, Luke. Go for it. Is it too late? Can you do it? We do the band. Here we go. I'll do it here. The chat challenge. Introducing the chat challenge. Again, share this with your users around the web that we're live right now. And Luke's going to share the chat challenge. Let's go. Give us some likes for that video and share this that we're live. Send this to your friends. Let's go, Luke. Take it over, buddy.
All right. Can you guys see my screen? Nope. Can you pull down the banner so we can switch it over to my screen?
Okay, I'm going to go taking down the banner right now, Lukey. Here you go. Let's go. Let's go.
All right, boom. We're in the middle of a week-long contest. The pitch was out yesterday. We started yesterday. It's running for 7 days. The ask was, into the election, what is the best stock to own? We had about 30 people throw out their tickers. Coming in on top, we've got Scott in the chat with NEO, Chase Norris with Tupperware, San with JKS, I believe that's Nordstrom, and then Jason there with Curaleaf. So there is our leaderboard. I'm going to scroll through slowly the other names so we can see what else is on there. I'm right in the middle with Palantir up 1%. We got some Dunkins in there. We got some Bed Bath & Beyond, a couple of hot flying stocks this week. So there we go. There is the challenge we threw out yesterday. What is the best stock to own into the election? And here's the list of names that we have on the screen. So Scott, you're up on day 1 of 5. We're doing this for 5 market sessions. So quick round of applause for Scott. But I mean, a lot's going to happen in these next 4 days here.
Yep, this is going to be a random one. So keep watching in. There's prizes, there's winners. We want to ultimately give away some money and make some money here. And we'll be live every day around 12 o'clock to 1 o'clock or a little longer. If you want us to go longer next time, press the 1. If you don't want us to go longer, press 2. And if you could smash that like button, because this is a video that can be watched over and over. We talk about day trading. We talk about long-term investing. We talk about building positions. I mean, if you round this up, Luke's talking about Virtu. I was in New York Times, how we invest in it, how I look at Upwork and that whole sector. So I look at like how lithium went down from 12 to 4, and I stayed with it. Those are the things we talk about, and you can learn from our mistakes. And you know what? Tomorrow, if we get the show, I'm gonna show you my biggest mistake. Tomorrow, I am gonna show my biggest mistake ever investing. It's a mistake that cost me multiple millions of dollars, and it was 2,000 to multiple millions of dollars over time. Yes, it is a crazy mistake, and that's what you'll get to see tomorrow if you're here around 12. Trust me, it's a sad story, but that's what I'll give you the tease. So if you want us to go longer next time, give us ones. And if you like the show, please like and share this with your friends, because I'm trying.
Make sure you subscribe too, especially if you're in the competition, because we're updating this thing daily.
Yeah, and we're giving out prizes and money, guys. This is Here we go. Let's go. We want to throw out prizes money. Let's go. Maybe a free trip to the Benzinga headquarters in downtown Detroit. There's action happening, a big renaissance coming. All right, we got to go to our 1 p.m. meeting. I almost wish you guys can listen to it, but it should be fun. All right, guys, thank you. All right, Danny, great feedback. More chart. Okay, I like that. I like that. Thank you, guys. We'll get more charts and technicals. Thank you for your support, Luke. I'm gonna end it now. All right.
All right. Peace out, guys.
Peace out. Thanks, guys. Yep. See you tomorrow.